Hey darlings, just an FYI, this is one of our earliest recordings and there's a slight issue with some of our audio, but the content is still amazing. So if you could push through, that would be amazing, and just know that all future episodes, this issue has been resolved. Hi, I'm Tash.
And I'm T.
And we're here to talk to you about everything from life's little hiccups to the big thing that you might be overthinking. And let's be real, it's probably not that deep, sis.
So grab your drink, get comfy, because we're giving it to you straight from the couch.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of It's Not That Deep, Sis, with the darlings on the couch.
On the couch. Like every episode, let's get into our I was today years old.
Okay, you can go first.
Okay. So this is not really I was today years old, but I wanted to share something that I had experienced last week for the first time.
That's right. That's what I was today years old.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you are right. So in honor of making this year the year of doing things that scare me, so I have a few things that are on my list, but one of them, something that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, was line dancing. And I've been holding off telling Tash this, so she has no clue that I went and did a line dancing class.
Stop.
So I went and did it last week with a friend.
Okay, you hate me. That's fine.
And honestly, I'm so happy that I did it. It was so much fun.
Oh my God.
And just the environment as well was just like what you would imagine a line dancing class to be like. People were in cowboy boots, cowgirl hats. They were cowboys.
I'm so angry, but I'm also so happy for you.
It was so
What
good.
did you wear?
Okay, so the friend that I went with, her roommates had been before. So I asked her, I said, do you know what like people normally wear? And she was like, from like the videos and stuff, it's like, you know, jeans and stuff. And I was sort of like, I don't really want to show up looking like I'm something that I'm not kind of thing. So I ended up just going in activewear, but that was fine. Like there was like heaps of people in activewear there. But yeah, it was just like, it's sort of like, and like you would know this, but like when you're doing like a dance class, it really just brings out like that side of you where like you're just like silly and goofy and you're just having a good time.
That little child in you just wanting to have fun.
Yeah.
That's so funny as well, because when we went to Portland, on our drive back, we were talking about like all of the things that we wanted to do. And one of the things is we wanted to do line dancing in Texas.
Yes.
And you did it.
I did.
That's
I went
so
and did
cool.
it.
Okay, I want to come to a class with you though.
No, yes, you should.
Yeah.
It's only $10.
How good's that?
So cheap.
How long
It's
did
an
it go?
hour.
An hour, yeah.
Yeah, so we learnt 2 dances.
Yeah.
And the instructor was really good too. And she like does it through like, because I was like, I haven't done anything that requires me to remember step by step in such a long time. And so I was really nervous, but she does it in a way that you like can remember it really easily.
Yeah.
And it's to prep you because apparently there's this massive party in July. So she's like, I'm prepping you also, you know, a few dances so that when you come to the party, so it's just like basically a big line dance.
So my birthday.
Party.
My birthday.
Yeah.
Party.
And then they obviously do the Thursday nights. If anyone lives in South Australia, Thursday nights are line dancing at the Shotgun Willies in the city.
I think I've never been there before, but I've heard of it.
It's a country bar.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Oh my God, I love that
she's
so much.
there, but it's not like they don't do the classes there. They just do line dancing.
Okay.
So you just join in.
Yeah, they just do like is it like they know a routine and you just join in, or you
So-
just do your own thing?
They know a routine, but they have there's like so many different dances for line dancing, and they have all the different names for them. But I don't know if they announce what dance it's going to be. But I think if you recognize the dance, you just jump in.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
it's
I love
so
that
much fun.
so much. That's awesome.
What's yours?
So mine is not what I wrote down, but this morning I was out on my walk and I just thought this was a little bit more fitting for what we're going to be talking about today. But I've realized that it is so cool to enjoy spending time with yourself.
Yes.
So I feel like in your 20s or when you're a teenager, I would never do anything on my own. I wouldn't go for a walk on my own. I wouldn't go out for coffee on my own. I wouldn't go to a gym class on my own. Like I wouldn't do any of those things. And obviously as I've gotten older, I've become really content with doing those things. And now to the point that I really, really enjoy doing them on my own.
Yeah.
So for years now, I've gone like walking every Saturday and Sunday morning, and I do it on my own. And at first it was a little bit you feel like you see other girls walking in their groups and you feel like, oh my God, I'm such a loser. I'm all by myself. And then you'll go to your like workout class and people will be there with their friends and they know everyone. And you're like, I am such a twat. But now I'm like, I live for it. I love my walks on my own. I love going out and grabbing my own coffee. I love going to my Pilates class on my own. I just am so content and happy doing things on my own because I genuinely love my own company.
Yes. We love that.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing as well. It's like, you know, you enjoy your own company when you enjoy spending time by yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a good place to get to in life.
100%.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get into it. We're going to talk about gentle reminders from our 20s. So what we would tell our younger selves.
Yes. So we each have written out some key points that we feel like we would need as reminders from younger versions of ourselves.
Yeah. Just gentle ones.
Just gentle ones. Nothing too
just a little tap on the shoulder.
Yes. So did you want to go first or?
You go first.
Okay. So not in any particular order, but do your research and stop wasting your money.
What did you buy?
So probably so many things that I don't have anymore because they just don't last. Or like they're just because it's trends.
Yeah.
And you're just following the trend, but it's not something that like you're going to wear in a couple months' time or something like that. But I think just like actually taking the time to do your research on what it is that you are buying, whether it's good quality, whether it's actually, and also on top of that, something that you actually genuinely want.
And not just seeing on Instagram or social media or whatever it might be.
Yeah, because I think people follow, I can't remember exactly what the length of time is, but I think it's a 2-week rule. So if you see something that you want, you give it 2 weeks. And if you want it after 2 weeks, then you can buy it.
Yeah.
But if you lose interest after 2 weeks, it's like, okay, well, obviously you don't really want it.
100%.
So that would be my first little gentle reminder to myself.
What do you think's the biggest thing you've ever wasted money on?
Oh, God. Honestly, I would probably say...
Because of like a trend.
In accumulation, skincare products. Like individually... Yes, they can be expensive, but I think in accumulation to all of this money that I've spent on skincare products because somebody told me that it worked.
Yeah.
And then it like didn't. Like that's probably yeah.
I think mine would be very similar, but anything that would help you lose fat quickly.
Oh yeah.
The amount of money in my 20s I spent on things that were gonna lose fat fast. Also laser hair removal. I know that's really controversial and I think it's a lot better now, but I spent thousands of dollars on laser hair when I was in my early 20s. I was apparently the best candidate. I have dark, coarse hair and I have really light skin. It's all back. It'll come back.
Right, because it's meant to be after a few sessions. Like
like 12 sessions, it's permanent. No, they lied to me.
Wow, you got
yeah, so I agree with you. Only do things that you really want to do.
Absolutely. What's your first one?
Well, on a similar token, not really, not even close. Do not shave anywhere you don't want to be shaving for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So I was always really self-conscious growing up about, once again, I have really fair skin, lots of freckles, but really dark hair. And so I shaved my arms because I didn't want to have long dark hair on my arms because I felt really masculine and I didn't want to be masculine. I have to shave my arms all the fucking time now because I made that silly mistake in my 20s because I was self-conscious.
And is that because it grows back?
Yeah, it grows back and it grows back like stubbly. See?
Oh, okay.
So I could probably, once again, I could maybe look into laser hair removal, whatever it might be, but I just do it once a week. But it's like, when you already have so many parts of your body that you need to take care of, if you can avoid shaving a part of your body that does not need to be shaved, don't do it.
But would you be happy with having the long dark hair on your
I think
arms?
I think once again, like as a 20-year-old, I was so self-conscious about everything to do with my body. Whereas now I embrace my light skin. Like I cannot remember the last time I fake tanned.
Yeah.
You know, I will go out if my legs aren't freshly shaven with some shorts on.
Yeah.
So I think I would be more than comfortable. It's just that when it grows back, because now it's so dark and so coarse, it's kind of hard to let it grow out now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we don't have in common is I don't have the
No.
dark coarse
You
hair.
are mum and I'm
Yeah.
dad, through and through.
I didn't know you shaved your arms though, so that's an interesting little tidbit.
Okay, there you go.
Fill in your eyebrows or get them tinted.
God, you're angry about that.
I am angry because I had to look at one more damn photo of me in my in my early 20s, or like just going into my 20hood. And I have the lightest fucking eyebrows.
Oh my God, you do too. I forget
Like,
about that.
In
They're
comparison,
amazing now.
like
They're inspo.
they're shining. They're
Yeah.
shining and they're bright. But if I have to look at one more photo of my eyebrows being freaking light in comparison to my makeup, like, girl, just what were you doing?
We just didn't know any
We
better.
didn't know. We didn't
So
know.
for anyone who's in their early 20s, just go get your fucking eyebrows done.
Yes.
Do it. And you don't have to fill them in. It's the best thing ever. Your health is the foundation for everything. It is way harder to fix it later. And so this is not about anything in terms of toxic health things when you're 20, because I think we have enough pressure as women in general, but women in their young ages and in their 20s, that we have to look a certain way. That is not what this is about. But take care of your health, because when you do get 30, 40, 50, 60, it is so much harder to reverse the effects of what we do to our body. So walk, drink your water, stop putting so many substances that shouldn't be in your body in your body. Just take better care of your health, because when you do get your 30s and you realize, cool, it is really hard to reverse it.
Yeah. And just that reminder of that you do only have one body, and
Yeah.
that supports you throughout your whole duration of your life.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. My next one is embrace your inner witch without judgment.
Ooh.
And this comes into the concept of play more.
Yeah.
So I feel like in my early 20s, I was so scared of what other people thought of me. And so I really dimmed my own light in that I always loved spooky, scary things, and that I always knew that I had that little inner witch that I just never really embraced, because I just didn't want that judgment from other people being like, what are you doing?
That's
you
weird.
weirdo?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, do it, because that's who you are to your core, and you need to embrace it.
100%. Because we used to always watch scary movies growing up, the two of us. You were so fine with them, and I was fucking terrified.
I've got a scary movie on to go to sleep.
You're a fucking weirdo. See, this is why that's being self freak. Stick things out. I gave up on everything. Everything. Like when you're in your 20s and you try something and it's hard, or as you said, like you get judgment or you feel uncomfortable and you give up. And I'm so much better at sticking at things. Like I think I said a few episodes ago, I've just started reading again, and I've started Pilates, and I'm doing all these things that I genuinely really enjoy, but I had to stick them out to get to the joyful part, because when you start new things, it is challenging, and you are building habits and stuff like that. But in my 20s, and once again, prefixing this with that, we're not talking about toxic things. Like don't stick out toxic relationships, don't stick out toxic workplaces. That's not what I'm saying. If things are damaging to your health and to your mental health and to you, you're allowed to give them up. I mean, trying something and going, this is too hard, or I don't have time for it, or people might think I'm a weirdo. Just stick the thing out, because consistency is key. And when you really find those things that you love, don't give up on them.
Yeah. And I think also when we're a little bit younger, we are more inclined to want that instant gratification as well. So if it's not giving us that instant joy or whatever it is that we're looking for within whatever we're doing, then we're more inclined to give up.
Yeah.
But like you say, consistency is key, and sometimes you do have to push through the discomfort in order to get there.
And the reward is so much better.
So much better.
100%.
Oh my God, you were so drunk, you silly, silly girl. I don't know how better else to put it, but stop drinking yourself so fucking stupid to the point where I look back and I'm like, how are you not dead?
Yeah.
Seriously.
The decisions we make when you're drunk.
I know. But it's like, go out, have fun.
Yeah.
Get a little bit loose, let your hair down, but stop over drinking to the point where you are
Obliviated.
Yeah, like, and you don't have any recollection as to what's happened.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh my God. I just like, I think back to that younger version of myself, of her just being so fucking drunk all the time and just being like, I want to shake you because you're so dumb.
I know. Because and I think that like the next generations are so much better than this, because I work with quite a few people that are about a decade younger than me, and they don't drink nowhere near as how we used to drink in our 20s. And so I think that society is changing, which is awesome. But I think for us, in our generation, it was a lot about you had to be drunk to have fun.
Yeah.
And if you weren't drunk, you were a party pooper and
so true. Lame.
Yeah, loser. Whereas I think that the new generation is getting way better. And obviously us, as getting older, we realise that we're fucking cool and we don't need to be drunk to have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you are somebody that needs to be drunk to have a good time, then you probably should rethink your situation.
You need to look right down.
Yeah.
You don't have to be married and have your first child before 30.
Yes.
You don't have to do it in general if you don't want.
Love that.
I think in your 20s, I think through your whole life, you feel that there is this timeline that you have to achieve things by a certain date or a certain time and in a certain order. And if you don't, you're a failure or you're a weirdo or things aren't just going right. 30 is not the cutoff.
Yeah.
Let's be very
Your life
clear.
doesn't end at 30.
It starts. Like, it's just getting good, guys. And if you don't want to get married and you don't want to have kids, you definitely do not need to do it by 30, and you do not need to do it at all. And the moment that I put that, obviously I am getting married, that's completely different, but I also have been with my partner for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, there has been a lot of external pressure to go, oh, you've been together for so long. Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
And then a lot of external pressure about children, and I think a lot of internal pressure about children. And the moment that I went, when we're ready, if we're ever ready, we'll do it. And to just take that pressure off yourself when you're in your 20s, just fucking live your life. And when you want to do those things, if you choose to do them, they will fall into place.
Yeah. And I think also when we're like even like looking younger, we always think about, oh, like when we're 22, we're going to be with our partners that we're going to be with forever and we're going to have a million babies.
What was your timeline? Like, if you think about like maybe say 22 years old and you started thinking, what did it look like for you?
At 22?
Yeah. So, like, for me, I was always like, I need to have my first child by 28 because I didn't want to have my first child by the time I was 30 because I would be a geriatric pregnancy. And I didn't want to be having my second child into my 30s.
Yeah, I think that we had two very different perspectives. But I just remember, like, being, like, young. Like, I'm talking, like, middle school young. And just thinking about it. Because obviously when you're, like, that young, a 20-year-old is so old.
Yeah.
And you think they have life completely... And they're a real adult. Like, they have life completely figured out. So, like, I'm talking from, like, that perspective, being like, oh, when I'm 22, I'm going to have a career, I'm going to be doing this and that, I'm going to have a husband, and
I'm going to own 7 homes.
Girl, you're wrong. Okay, save your money. And what I mean by this is, if you are in your late 20s and you're still living at home, good for fucking you, because it is expensive out there.
She's rough out here.
She's real rough. And honestly, if I could have my time back, and I know that everyone's circumstances are different, and sometimes you're put in a position where you are sort of pushed to leave the nest, and I get that. But what I would do differently is, instead of feeling like I needed to get a massive amount of independence through my living circumstances, and I was renting apartments by myself on the Gold Coast, which were taking up more than 50% of my paycheck. Rent a fucking room. I can't stress that enough. Yes, you do obviously have to sacrifice some things, like obviously living in a space with other people, but just save your money, because it's just going into a pit.
Yeah. And I think it's just, once again, choosing your hard.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, yes, it's going to be hard either spending too much money but having your own home and your own independence. or on the other side, you're uncomfortable and it's hard because you're living with people that you potentially don't know or don't like or don't vibe with or just don't like people in your space, but you're going to be able to spend money. And I think you just need to choose what you value more.
Yeah, and I think
And sometimes short-term discomfort, you can deal with that if you know that the long-term gains are going to be really rewarding.
because then at least you can save your money, not necessarily have to spend it, but like save your money for bigger and better things.
100%.
But I feel like for such a long time, I just could not get out of the cycle because I had made those decisions.
yeah.
So that's just another little nudge to my younger self.
Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of grace. If you need to stay at home, there's absolutely...
Yeah.
And if you have the privilege to stay at home, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't, absolutely grab that by the ears.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's a saying, but we're going to go with it.
Grab it by the ear.
What is it? Go by the horn?
Grab it by the pussy.
Go by the testicles. What is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just go by the ears.
Grab the bull by the horns. I think that's what
grab
it
it by the titties.
Grab it any way you can.
grab something. Go to the annoying medical appointments.
Oh, yeah.
Get your eyes fucking checked.
Yeah.
Go to the dentist.
Go to the
Get your
dentist.
skin checked.
Yes.
Go to the gynecologist and get a pap smear.
Yeah.
Go to the fucking annoying medical appointments because the longer you put it off, the more chance of bad things happening, and it's harder to be reactive than it is to be proactive.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I turned 25 and I put off stuff for so long. And I was like, fuck it, I just need to go and get every medical appointment done. And once you do it once, you have to then book in.
Yeah.
And you've already got that cycle
Yeah,
going.
you
It's
got that
just the
commitment.
first initial time. And like, I had braces as a child. So I was really lucky. I went, and our parents took us to the dentist really regularly. But then I moved out of home, didn't have braces anymore. And I didn't go to the dentist for a decade. 10 years.
That's a long time.
I know. And I was really, really lucky that when I went, I had no issues.
Yeah.
But I honestly could have had so many things wrong, and that would have. I was so nervous going because I was like, "This is going to cost me I'm going to have to sell my house to fix my teeth." And I was very, very lucky that I didn't have any issues, but it could have been a lot of money
It could have been.
and a lot of health issues that would have arose if I, didn't get my skin checked or didn't get my pap smears done or didn't get my teeth done.
And I think also, like, when you're a bit younger, you do think that you are invincible
100%.
and nothing bad's ever going to happen to you.
It'll never
but-
happen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Until it
Does.
It does, yeah. It's a bit morbid, but... like, we hope it doesn't, but
Yes, do
we're
it.
not all invincible.
And most of them are free.
yeah.
Getting your eyes checked is free.
Yeah.
Pap smear you can do on bulk billing, which I know a lot of places now do have what's it called? Gap. The only one that I actually pay proper money for is my teeth, and we got private health for that, and it only cost me like $89 to go to the dentist every 6 months.
Yeah, or even, like, the private health that I'm on, which is quite honestly cheap per month.
I pay $20 a month now for my private health.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I do pay a little bit more, but that's because I have other appointments.
Yeah.
But with the dentist, you would be the same, but you get that free checkup and clean every year.
Oh, God,
and
that feels
honestly,
good.
like, that's what you
I
need.
get it twice.
Oh, you get it
I go
twice,
because
yeah.
I go every 6 months, and they
Oh,
do it
that's
every
good.
6 months. Oh, it feels nice.
Yeah, but it's just, but even just getting that checkup and they give you the all clear, like that sound of mind,
Yeah.
the peace of mind is so worth it
100%.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Travel more. Say yes to more opportunities, activities, spontaneous trips, the lots.
Do it.
Yeah. I feel like that's one thing that, and don't want to use the word regret because you shouldn't really ever necessarily regret anything. It's not to say there's not time for it. Obviously, I've got my whole life ahead of me. But I do wish that I had spent more of my younger 20 years doing those spontaneous things and traveling more and getting those life experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah, and you did it, yeah.
And, there's things that you did that I didn't do, but I will back you in saying that it was the best. And I haven't stopped traveling. And as you said, there's so much more time and there's so many more places I want to go. And so I'm not done. But that was something that I really loved about my 20s is when I was 19, I moved overseas and then I just got the bug and I just never, ever stopped.
Yeah.
And now I've been to 34 countries.
Love that.
I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
I've been to...
On a big trip, so
Yes.
get excited. You won't be liked by everyone, but the people that do love you will love you so hard, and that will be all that matters.
I love that.
I don't know like, I think a lot of people can relate that, especially in your 20s, you're going to go through a lot of friends. Like, there's always going to maybe be a couple of friends that you kind of hold on to. And I've been really lucky that Tiana and I have always been really close, so she can't get rid of me.
Inbuilt friendship.
Yeah. But, you know, I have had a lot of different friend groups and a lot of different friendships. And it's been really hard in my 20s finding my people. And in the book Finding Your People by Alex Hurigan and
love it. Sally
have I got it right? Is it Sally? McMullen. And
yeah.
they say that you still haven't met everyone that's going to love you.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. And I think it's just a really gentle reminder that when you're in your 20s, number one, you haven't met everyone that's going to love you yet. But not everyone is going to like you. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because the people that choose to like you are going to love you so hard that it's not going to matter. Like, you know, that little meme that's going around where it's like my sister or my boyfriend or my husband or my mum cheered so loud for me that I didn't notice nobody else did.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a gentle reminder. It's okay.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that reminder. I feel like I still need that reminder.
Yeah,
every
me.
now and again.
I need it once every hour.
Yeah. Once every hour, put the timer on.
Thank you.
Get your car serviced. It's like those appointments. It's like another really annoying thing, except that it costs you so much fucking money.
Yeah.
And you feel like when you spend your money on your car, unless you're a car person, when you spend your money on your freaking car, it feels like you're putting money down the drain. But it's worth it if you want whatever you were driving to actually last.
And to be safe, because that's what we got. We got. This is so triggering, Tiana. We have 2 cars. Me and Joe have one each. Mine's quite new, so I'm really lucky, but it's a big car and it's a diesel. So I got its normal annual service and it cost me almost $700. Joseph drives a very old vehicle and he hasn't had it serviced in 3 years. And it got to the point that I was like, I feel unsafe you being on the road. We spent in the span of 10 days between getting our 2 cars serviced, almost $2,500.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Get your fucking car serviced.
Yeah,
before it costs that much money.
And that's the thing. Like, it's like when it comes out in that big bulk amount, rather than being able to spend like $300 like every, you know, however often you get your car serviced. How often do you get your car serviced?
Once every year.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think I was getting mine done more regularly than that.
I think the older, the more regularly they need to go. Don't quote me on that.
But my car's only 2020.
Maybe it's the other way around then.
I don't know.
I go every year.
I wasn't going directly through the business. I was going through a trusted
mechanic?
Yeah, mechanic. Electrician. That's how much I know about it. Mechanic, and I don't know whether he was maybe screwing me over a little bit because he was doing it more frequently.
Also, find a good mechanic. And so for me, I go to the big brands, and I know that people might not agree with that, but I'm like, they cannot fuck me over.
Yeah,
but they can't.
True. Yeah,
they have no power to do that. So
yeah, that's true.
No one really knows what they are doing, and most people don't do it on their own. So number one, I'm almost 31, and I thought by 31 I'd have it all figured out. I would have all of the secrets, and I would be, you know, an adult. Not even fucking close. So people do not have it figured out. I can guarantee you your parents don't have it figured out. No one has it figured out, and they don't do it on their own.
Yeah.
I think when we start to go through these big, and this is not a bad thing, I think it's fantastic that people have these amazing support systems that they don't have to do things on their own. But when we go through these really big milestones when we're in our 20s, like people getting engaged and having weddings and buying their first homes or buying new cars or opening businesses, whatever it might be, and we sometimes sit back and go, fuck, I'm so behind because how the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
And this is not to take away at all from people, but they don't do it on their own.
Yeah.
And I think there's just sometimes, because of people like us who do have to do things on their own, and I'm so grateful for the support systems that we have, but in my 20s, and in our 20s, I should say, we did have to do a lot of things on our own.
Yeah.
And for people that are like us, sometimes you can look at those scenarios and go, how did they buy their first home at 25? I don't get it. just remember, it's not to put people down, but just to give you a little bit of a tap on the shoulder that they're not doing it on their own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a really good reminder. Pull the fucking scissors down.
It just keep coming out of left and center.
And the hair dye.
Oh my God.
Box, kit. Got story time for you.
Oh, I know exactly
So-
what the story is.
Obviously, when I was in my teenage years, I box dyed my hair black, and I did it for so many
We
years.
need to get a
But-
photo up.
Hold on, but I'm not discrediting that version of myself. Yes, probably not the best decision, but that was my aesthetic. I was that scene girl, right?
Yeah.
And I loved it. Looking back on photos, I don't love it, but I loved it at the time, so I don't regret that.
Yeah.
It was when I was in my early 20s and I had long, it's grown out now, but I had long, beautiful hair. It was my natural hair color. It had like a really nice curl to it. It was chef's kiss, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Your girl, she got drunk.
Oh, so this goes back to the other thing.
Yeah. But not only that, she also, mum and dad, closed your ear bowls. She also did some illicit drugs. And she thought it was a good idea to not only cut her hair to a bob, cut her fucking food. At 22 years old.
But this is so on brand for you because Tiana cut her hair all the time. as a
I
kid.
did, yeah, I did. But it's like that was okay. Not when you're in your early 20s, when you've got a job to go to. Hold on, it gets worse. I was like, that's not enough. I need to do more. So what did she do?
What did she do?
She went to the grocery store, got a box dye. She thought this is got to be a good idea. Do you know what colour it was?
Red.
No, it wasn't red. It was fucking blue.
Oh my God.
She dyed her hair blue. And then I had to pay the consequences because obviously the next morning I was like, who the fuck is that? And I had to go to work. And I had to really rail into my co-workers. This was not a sober decision.
Yeah.
And then that night I went and I got that hair removal. And I don't, no, they're not, sorry.
It's like, I don't remember you being
Sorry.
bold at any point in our lives.
Not hair removal, the hair dye removal.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever used it.
No.
But it smells like fucking shit. It smells like rotten eggs.
Oh.
And so it took 2 boxes and it still did not strip all of it out. Like that blue, like it hung onto my hair like life fucking depended on it.
We need
And-
to find this photo.
I don't think I have photos.
I think I have photos of once you had washed it out because I remember the. And I remember. Do you know when it was? It was when you got Max.
No. That I was.
Oh, that was another time.
I was like 16 then.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking like 2021 is
Okay.
when I did this.
Yeah.
It's inexcusable. And I smelled like rotten eggs until that shit came out of my hair.
Oh my God.
So just don't do
Put
it.
it down.
Put it down. Go to the hair salon, please. Thank you. Save yourself the discomfort and the embarrassment. Move on.
God, that's the best thing ever. All right. What you choose to study and what you do for work is not your identity.
Yes, I really felt that one in my soul.
You are not your job. You are not what you choose to study. You are not your paycheck.
Yeah.
Those aren't any of you.
No.
You go to work to make money to have a life outside of your outside of work.
Yeah.
And if you are someone that is so lucky to actually genuinely love what you do, and that is part of you, good for you.
And that's part of your
We're not
passion,
fucking
yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah. Good for you, mate.
You're not part of this conversation right now. We're talking about the rest of us that do
The normies.
things to make money and then go and have this beautiful life. That's what that part over there is what matters. Your job title does not matter. And if you're in uni still and, you know, you're studying to be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever it might be, that's fantastic, but it's not who you are.
Yeah, it doesn't define who you are as a person, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make you a good person or a bad person or whatever it may be. And I would like to, on top of that, start trying, and I've said this before, but start trying to steer away when you meet somebody, away from asking them, what do you do for work? And rather than asking them like more, like not personal questions, but more about who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I get asked, what do you do for work? I go, I work in this. And then I'm like, I want to move on from the conversation
Yeah.
so quickly because I actually don't give a shit.
Yeah. I literally go and tip tap
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about me
Move
tip
on.
tapping?
Yeah.
Because that's not exciting.
And I know that you don't care either. So
Yeah.
why are we playing this game?
What do you find are better questions to ask somebody instead of what do you do for work or how is work?
What do you do for fun?
Yeah.
What do you love? What
Mine
do you do
is,
for fun
do you
things?
have pets? And then I know whether I want to talk to them or
Yeah,
not.
true. Okay, I've got here, and you have already said it, so I'll just say it quickly and then we'll move on to the next. But you are not old. You don't have to have it all figured
Yeah.
out. Oh, hold on. Sorry. My last one is invest in a good pair of sneakers.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I went so long just having, and like this being like my pair of sneakers. So like the ones I'd walk in, go to the gym in, like whatever it was, like not just like a schlax sort of sneaker, just like a sneaker that I actually did activity in. And it was just like a cheap canvas like sneaker, like probably from Kmart or something. And I wish that I had invested in a good pair of sneakers so much earlier on, because I do feel like, well, obviously, like a good pair of sneakers is going to support you so much better.
Your back.
Your back, your feet, like everything.
Mm.
And I have like issues now, like, and I'm like, maybe if I had invested in a good pair of sneakers earlier on, then I maybe not have these issues,
Or
like,
not as bad of
or
issues.
not as bad as, or not as early on. I don't know, but just invest in a good pair of sneakers.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
My second to last one is a little bit like what you said at the beginning, but save your money and do your own nails.
Yeah.
I don't know how many other people had this problem, but I started getting my nails done probably at like 16, and you'd go to those really cheap nail salons and you would get really long acrylics on and you'd get all these different designs. I don't think I ever walked away going, that looks amazing. They'd always have the little bump or not be even.
And they'd be like, it's just your finger. Your finger's crooked.
So I'd spend like anywhere from $70 to $150 probably every couple of weeks going and getting my nails done. And up until about 6 months ago, I was doing that.
Yeah.
And I was never really ever happy with it. I have started doing my own nails over the last 6 months. They have never been stronger. They have never looked healthier. And I don't pay a cent.
Yeah, that's so good.
But I think it comes back to like quite a few things. If you can learn to DIY, like if you learn to do your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your tanning, your waxing, all of those things, if you can be a DIY queen, you're going to save so much money.
You got it all figured
And
out.
so much time in going, oh, I just spent money on something that looks like shit.
Yeah, and also the time, like, of going to the appointment, sitting in the appointment. Like, that's what frustrates me more.
Yeah, so you've walked out with less money, less time, and a shitty pair of nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just frustrated at the world.
100%.
You got one more, do you?
I do have one more.
Okay.
So you could potentially be spending the rest of your life changing filters. Enjoy your freedom. I think once again, when we're in our 20s, we feel so rushed to be adults. Do you want to know what being an adult is? Thinking about all the filters in your house that need to be changed. Do you know how many filters there are? Everything has a fucking filter or something that needs to be changed.
Yeah, that's true.
So enjoy your freedom.
Yeah.
Enjoy being carefree. Enjoy being filter free while you can, because one day all you're going to be doing is, hey, I think we need to change that filter.
So true.
All right, I'm really excited for this part.
Okay, so we are going to play a really quick game of Would You Rather, but it's a 20s edition. Okay.
And obviously, as per usual, I'm the contestant.
Yes. So would you rather relive your worst hangover ever or your worst job interview?
Worst job interview. And the reason I say that is I am the biggest pussy when it comes to a hangover.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a hangover.
Hangover from hell.
Oh,
What was your worst ever hangover? Do you remember?
I honestly couldn't narrow it down.
Yeah. Well, what's one of them?
After my engagement party,
Okay.
that was rough.
Yeah.
That was a real rough
Did it last a
day.
few days?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst.
So I can't do a hangover, and to me, a hangover does last at least a day. And I'm immobile. I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest sook. I
Me
just
too.
have to sleep. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'll get up and I'll go.
Nah, neither.
Whereas a bad job interview, in and out, over,
Yeah.
wasn't
that's
for
true.
me.
That's true. And you don't need to like see them anymore. You can move on with your life. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Hangovers fucking suck.
Sook.
Would you rather still have the same Let me start that again. Would you rather still have the same eyebrows from your 20-year-old self or do the same
The other one.
makeup routine?
Whatever the other one is. Sorry, go on.
Or do the same makeup routine, products included?
Definitely eyebrows.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think my makeup routine was that bad in my 20s. And yes, okay, if I really look back, there was moments where I probably caked it on a little bit much. But I was lucky that I got my shade right by about my 20s.
Yeah, okay.
And if I look back on some of the time, because I think now I don't wear a whole lot of makeup anymore. So in my mid-20s, I spent a lot of time and money on makeup. And I think I did a pretty fucking good job. My eyebrows can go fucking kill themselves.
Okay, last one. Would you rather go back to your natural hair color for a month or go on a date with your least favorite fling?
I'm going to cry.
I know this is a soft spot for Dash because
Number one.
I'm not a natural blonde.
I'm not a natural blonde. Do you know what's... So I'm actually... I have red hair. I'm coming out. I have red hair. But do you know what's even worse now? So I don't even have to keep going blonde to cover up my natural colour. Because if I could go back to my natural colour now, I think I would actually quite like it. I hated it growing up. I was the white kid with freckles and red hair.
And braces.
And braces. And you guys know who Eugene Levy is? I had his eyebrows.
That's why she would not go back to the eyebrows.
So that was me.
In a nutshell.
Cute. Hot, right? I've come so far. So what were we talking about?
So you would go.
Oh, but in saying that now, because I'm so much more confident, I would probably rock the red hair.
Yeah.
But I'm covering up now because I've got greys. I am
Yeah,
so
I know.
grey.
Me too.
So
I'm
I
saying
can't go
that.
natural. Like, it's not even an option.
Yeah.
Why'd you put it in there?
No, just for a month. It's for a month.
Okay, I do that. I don't,
Over your least favorite fling. Like one date. So
Yeah.
you either have your natural hair color for a month or you go on one date with your least favorite fling.
I'd rather throw up
Yeah, in your mouth.
in my mouth and
Yeah.
then put it in my hands and clap.
So throw up in your mouth. Like where else are you gonna throw up?
Yeah, no, I'm not going back down there.
Okay, so now that we've had the fun, we're gonna get a little sappy.
Oh, I hope I make it through this because I
I
cried
don't.
writing this.
So Tash and I have both wrote just a short little text message that we would want to send to our 20-year-old self. So do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. I want you
Okay.
to cry.
So if you could send a text to your 20-year-old self, what would it say? So, hey girl. Hey girl. I know life seems really overwhelming right now, and it's hard to see a future beyond your current circumstances. But trust me, you're going to be okay. There's a whole life out there waiting for you to experience it. You're going to find your people and form relationships with the most beautiful souls, people who treat you the way you deserve to be treated and remind you that you are worthy of love. Stop being so damn scared to embrace who you really are. Go forth and be that silly, goofy girl who laughs so hard she loses all control of her senses, gets loud when she's passionate, and believes in the weird, mystical, and wonderful things that make life magical. Oh, and P.S. Never, ever change your hair based on a boy's stupid opinion. You'll thank me later. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I got tears. All right. Hey, sugar. Let's start by saying fuck me, it's going to get so good, I promise. Right now, you're probably worrying about some little boy,
Silly little boy.
if your friends have a group chat without you, or what the fuck you're going to do with your life. But soon you're going to find the most incredible human in the world, your people, and your joy.
Oh.
Okay, hold up. We got this. We still don't have it all figured out, but our eyebrows have grown back. We look after our hair, and we are genuinely enjoying life because what we have is everything we always wanted, and that is pure happiness. Focus on being a good person, your health, show up and be consistent, and it will all fall into place. I love you, you are loved, and don't worry, Adam Sandler is still a babe. Obsessed. Honestly.
Wow, I would have never guessed.
Yeah. Me and Joe have like a little joke because I have SEX dreams about it.
Everyone,
I'm obsessed.
Adam Sandler.
I think I like a funny guy, but
Okay.
honestly, like a young Adam Sandler.
I
Stunning.
never saw it. I enjoy him as an actor, but
Yeah.
never had that attraction.
Oh, that was really
I think that's
beautiful.
And I think as well for everyone listening at home, that's your homework for the week is to just write. It doesn't need to be much. It could be maybe even a few sentences, but just write something to your younger version of yourself because you'll realize actually how thankful you are to be in the place that you are right
And how
now.
far you've come.
And how far you've come for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's end it on a little bit of a happier note, but we're going to end it on a Reddit post. So, Tiana, read us the Reddit post for the week.
Yes. Okay. So, curious how many others have experienced losing a bunch of friends in their late 20s/early 30s. For a variety of reasons, from friends starting their own families and getting too busy with careers, to not putting a childhood friend who wasn't the greatest friend but still a good person overall in my bridal party, to doing grad school on the evenings/weekends while holding a full-time job, to moving cities twice to support my husband's career, I rarely hear from people who I considered friends these days. My latest messages are with my mum, dad, sister, and husband. That's pretty much it.
Is this me writing it?
Yeah, did you write this? My friends feel more like loose web acquaintances. Trying to determine how common this is. I am about to move again for my husband's career and I'm feeling really down about having to start over. Knowing that the people in my current city I met aren't friends, knowing that the people in my current city I met aren't friends, I'm going to keep in touch with.
Number one, I feel you, girl. And I think to answer your question, it is so common. This is such a common scenario for most people for lots of different reasons because there's a lot of things that you're going through that people have either experienced individually or all together. And I think, I said this before, is that I've had a lot of different friendship groups in my life, and it comes back to that what's that saying? Friendships are either for a season, a reason, or a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important because I've had a lot of friends and I've lost a lot of friends, and I've learned a lot from those friendships, either about myself or what I want in friendships. But it's unrealistic to think that you are going to be friends with the same people forever. Because you might keep a couple of friends, but it is really normal to have different friendship groups.
Yeah, and I think it can be really hard as well, especially when you're moving from different cities. Because when you move to a new city, you obviously when you are trying to make friends with people, they already have their groups of friendships, and I think it can be really hard to sort of look beyond that and go, well, they have their friendship group, like why can't I have the same type of friendship? But it takes time. Like building a friendship does take time, especially when we are adults and we aren't sort of forced into this chamber pot where like we would be at school, where we're sort of forced to mingle with people. But also, don't be afraid to be the one to reach out either.
That's what I was going to say too. Do you mean to her old friends?
Well, just that whoever it is, because she mentioned that the people who are in her text messages are her mum, dad, her, and her husband. And so, like, obviously I'm taking that with whatever information I have, but I think sometimes people can almost... Like, and I think it's natural to be like, well, I don't want to be the first one to reach out.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do have to be that person to reach out, because I guarantee that for other people are also probably thinking the same as you. Like,
they're
well,
not reaching
then they're
out.
not reaching out to me.
Yeah.
So why should I reach out to them?
100%. And I agree. And I was going to say the exact same thing. Sometimes you need to be that first
Yeah.
person, and maybe you might need to be that first person for a while, but if that friendship is genuinely something that you value and want to keep around for a long time, sometimes you have to put yourself out there first.
Yeah.
And then if it gets to a point where it's not reciprocated, then you have your answer. But remember that as adults, we are busy.
Yeah.
And sometimes life gets away from us, and I can guarantee you they're not doing it with malintent. They probably just haven't had a second to breathe.
Yeah.
And then for you to reach out, you may be surprised on how excited they are that you've made that connection.
Yeah, I agree.
And moving states is hard, but Tiana and I both did it. And I think once again, just remembering that not every friend that you make has to be your ride or die.
yeah.
And finding friends that are going to fill different cups, and finding how you can fill your own cup as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love it.
And that is it for another episode.
That was a really fun
Loved that. There was a
one.
little bit of tears for that
Yes. But thank you for chilling with us on the couch. We'll be here, same place, same time. More yaps. Stay comfy, darlings.